As soon as I saw the laptop cover, I fell in love, fam. I can't lie. Yo, what's going on, people? It's man like Jamo. We're out here with the Lenovo Yoga 6. 2-in-1 laptop thing, innit? Convertible thing. Now, big shout to the guys at Lenovo and 3MZ for sending this down for me to review. I've been checking it out for the past couple of weeks now, and I thought I would let you guys know what's really good with this laptop a couple weeks later. Now, first off, we have to deep the design, fam. Look at that felt. Nah, let me get close up to the camera. Are you guys deep in what's going on here? Look at that. That is all mad. Bare denim. As soon as I saw it on the table at the Lenovo event that man went to at the 3MZ office, I was like, yo, it's got character. Like, when you see that, you're gonna be like, rah, denim things on top of the laptop. It's looking a bit wild, isn't it? It's saucy. It's one of them things that you either hate or you love, but for me, it's definitely a love thing. Now, just to give you guys the tour of the laptop, on this side, we've got a casual USB-C port, USB-A port, and we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the other side, we've got another USB-A port and another USB-C port. Oh, man, forgot the power button too. Now, I can't lie, the power button on my model, it feels a bit spongy. It feels like it was broken at first, and I was like, oh, okay, so no power, yeah, but it's a weird thing to get used to. It's a bit spongy, too spongy for my liking. I'll just show you the back because you got some ports there. You can see the ports and you got the hinge and everything. Yeah, we love to see it. Now, you don't get any Thunderbolt 4 in this, and you don't have the option to plug the power cord for the USB-C into either of these. It has to be the one on the left-hand side, or this one that's on the same side as the 3.5mm headphone jack. Not really a deal breaker, but I just thought I'd mention that in case you're trying to plug the power cord into any side of this laptop. Now, in terms of specs in this model, we got an AMD Ryzen 5 5500U with Radeon graphics, 8GB of RAM at 3200 MHz, 256GB of SSD. I can't tell whether it's PCIe 4.0 here. I'll let you guys know in the description section below. Got a Wi-Fi 6 adapter in here, AMD graphics as I already said. And as for the screen, you're looking at a 13.3-inch 1080p 16x10 60Hz IPS panel, fam. So no OLED, unfortunately. Now we might as well go onto the display, yeah? I'm not a display snob. I'm pretty much happy to play my games at 1080p with at least 60 frames per second in it. And this screen is capable of that, or of displaying that, I should say. However, I think looking at a lot of these 2K displays that have 2K minimum has made me look at this like I've put a little background on there. Let me just remove that. There's a little background on there now, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel as sharp as I would expect it to look. I think the saturation is definitely there. The brightness is definitely there, but I don't know. It's not giving. It's a 1080p panel. It's just not giving. It's not giving premium. I'm sorry. It's not. But let me not gas. It is clear enough to do all day, everyday tasks that you need to do. It looks good for watching Netflix. It looks good for watching YouTube. It looks good for productivity, but for me and my eyesight, that 13.3-inch screen is way too small for any decent kind of productivity. Moving on to audio, it does have speakers inside. The speakers do appear to be upward firing, which is a plus. However, I just don't feel like any speakers in a portable device have ever come up to the standards of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and S8 tablets. Even the Lenovo P12 Pro and P11 Pro tablets have better speakers than these laptops. And that's the case with most laptops. Most people will plug in, I don't know, maybe headphones or something. But when you've got a portable laptop like this, which basically doubles up as a tablet, you'd think that they know that a lot of people are obviously gonna be using the built-in speakers more than they would be on a normal laptop, which is likely to be put into somebody's setup, innit? But it is what it is. Now, folding and unfolding the tablet, pretty much easy. You just go like that to unfold it, kind of thing. There we go, it's just shut proper nicely. And then obviously you can unfold it in half. When you've got it folded like this, obviously the screen rotates to whatever orientation you've got it in, and the keyboard at the back turns off so that you don't get any accidental clicks really. No, as you can see, man's holding it one hand like a tablet. It's a bit heavy. It's a bit heavy to use in one hand like this. I don't know. It's a bit, it's feeling a bit cumbersome to me. It's not really feeling like it's just flowing like. Now the performance of this little guy is okay. It's about what you'd expect for a tablet or a laptop at this price range. Like, you can get onto Chrome, you can do everything you need to do on Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office Suite, Microsoft Office 365 through Chrome. No problems at all, having multiple tabs like an Excel tab, Microsoft OneNote tab, a Word tab, a PowerPoint tab. It can deal with most of the tabs in Chrome, but nothing too ridiculous because we've only got 8 GB of RAM here, but I haven't had any issues in my couple of weeks of using it. Now, in terms of video editing, this is not supposed to be a video editing machine. However, as a video editor, I just tried it just to see what would happen. And at 1080p and 30 frames per second, this is not too bad. Even 1080p 60 is not too bad if you make some of those video files into proxies. However, when you're going up to 4K or 4K 60, you need to absolutely make those proxies before you do anything else. Yeah, you need to let Filmora do its thing with creating the proxies, because the processor in here finds it very hard to chop 4K footage for some reason. It is possible, it just might take a bit of a while, innit? As for gaming performance though, you already know the deal. There's no dedicated graphics card in here. We're using the AMD CPU with an integrated AMD GPU. At 1080p, surprisingly, it's not too bad. Like, when you look at a 720p thing, like, it will run Minecraft. It will run Minecraft, at least, minimum. So if that's what you're doing, yeah, you're good to go. It will even run CSGO if you dial down that resolution a bit. But any of your AAA titles, you're going to have to game stream them from a game streaming service like Nvidia Now, GeForce Now, whatever they're calling it nowadays. Webcam and microphone, also not that impressive. 720p 30 frames per second, maximum video recording resolution on that built-in webcam. And this is what it sounds and looks like anyway. All right, quick test. You got babes in the background. This is the built-in web camera on the Lenovo Yoga 6, as well as the internal microphone. How does man sound? Let me know. Right, on with the video. Yeah, guys, I think it looks like such a cool laptop, but the specs ultimately put it in a low to medium spec laptop kind of range kind of thing, which all depends on the price. I think if this is below £500, maybe I'll accept between 400 and 500. I'd say it's okay. But if it's anywhere above £600, I don't know. It's a bit sticky for the performance you're getting. Just the portability alone and the fact that you can turn it into a tablet and the touch screen does feel really good. I don't know if, for me personally, that would make it worth a really expensive price tag.